While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway.
Ooh, Mary, baby, I
asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say.
Trust me, boo, I would never.
Now am I very solitary confined? I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time. Dealing with time.
Yo. Now I'm in love with this girl, and I never really told her, but I swear she know it cause of the way that I hold her. Don't care that I'm out in the street stuck in the heat, cause she know the more I eat, then the more we meet, then the more I'm having sex with her. It's just the way she smells, her body aroma, I gotta be next to her. With money in my pockets, then I gotta be vexed with her. Mad when I can't touch, mad when I can't nut, but no matter what, that's my shorty. She been there before the yak, the cracks, the jacks in the 40s. Love the fact I'm on wax and they always recording me. She say she want me richer than Barry Gordy, always with other dudes, so she don't mind when I cheat. Just make sure I wrap it up when I'm tapping them freaks. We went from hours to days, from days to weeks. Now I'm in love with this broad till I'm eternally sleep.
While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway.
Ooh, Mary, baby, I
asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say.
Trust me, baby, I would never.
Then am I very solitary confined? I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time. Dealing with time.
Let me get one more hit. Ooh, Mary, baby, I need you. No matter how rough it get, I can never leave you. Our bond is real strong, like Freeway and Seagull. Even though just knowing you makes me illegal. And it ain't an age thing, dog, she older than me. She got some people calm, some colder than me. Got some people rich and others owing they peeps. And she real flammable, like oils and grease. Since I've been with her, dog, she done changed my life. Turned my lips the same color like white and rice. Let me know who is real and who real tripe. Can't front though, she done made me nice on the mic. It's like, the more I write, the more I recite, the more I spit. She keep dudes saying I'm tight, bro.
Hey people, it's your boy Chef Rap. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock it. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could take some moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it soon. They say the night is young, but this cup like the fountain in you. Shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what your dream, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Yeah, because you look so sweet. Woo. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could take some moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern Edge, girl. No. I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern Edge, girl.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. Bitter so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Like to keep it on the edge so we maxed out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. It was so sweet. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. Bitter so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Keep it on the edge. breeze with the top down. Bitter so sweet.
Hey people, it's your boy Chub Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Find us in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits and Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway.
Ooh, Mary, baby,
I asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say.
Trust me, boo, I would never.
Now that my very solitary confined, I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time, dealing with time.
Yo. Now I'm in love with this girl, and I never really told her, but I swear she know it cause of the way that I hold her. Don't care that I'm out in the street stuck in the heat, cause she know the more I eat, then the more we meet, then the more I'm having sex with her. It's just the way she smells, her body aroma, I gotta be next to her. With money in my pockets, then I gotta be vexed with her. Mad when I can't touch, mad when I can't nut, but no matter what, that's my shorty. She been there before the yak, the crack, the jacks in the 40s. Love the fact I'm on wax and they always recording me. She say she want me richer than Barry Gordy, always with other dudes, so she don't mind when I cheat. Just make sure I wrap it up when I'm tapping them freaks. We went from hours to days, from days to weeks. Now I'm in love with this broad till I'm eternally sleep.
While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway.
Ooh, Mary, baby, I
asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say.
Trust me, baby, I would never.
Now that my very solitary confined, I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time, dealing with time.
Ooh, Mary, baby, I need you. No matter how rough it get, I can never leave you. Our bond is real strong, like Freeway and Seagull. Even though just knowing you makes me illegal. And it ain't an age thing, dog, she older than me. She got some people calm, some colder than me. Got some people rich and others owing they peeps. And she real flammable, like oils and grease. Since I've been with her, dog, she done changed my life. Turned my lips the same color, like white and rice. Let me know who is real and who real tripe. Can't front though, she done made me nice on the mic. It's like the more I write, the more I recite, the more I spit. She keep dudes saying I'm tight. Bro.
Do any of your friends your age still go to strip clubs?
No.
Now, let me make sure I clean this up a little bit. If there's a strip club out there, a proprietor listening to this show right now, and they like for us to host Monday night at their establishment, we are there. I will come on a strip club retirement for a sponsor.
On Wednesday night, or Thursday night, or Friday night, or Saturday night. I'm not coming to your establishment on Sundays, but every other night of the week, count me in. I'm in.
I'll come on Sunday if it's a check behind it. I will come, okay? Ryan does not have to come. He's got the little small children and whatnot. I will come.
Ladies, we know you wear a lot of hats. From fitness to packing lunches, grocery shopping, and running boutiques, you do it all. But tonight is about taking a break for yourself and not feeling bad about it. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast, a boutique owner juggling the world, or a devoted dog mom like Jen, Southern Edge understands that every woman deserves a moment to relax and do what makes you happy. Courtesy of Southern Edge, the only way to truly taste the moment.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chef Rap. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. We back, show. This right here, this ain't your ordinary ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart, baby, we back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, but them folks sat us down forcefully. Are you? What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. What a beautiful Monday morning. Also a Memorial Day morning. Good morning to everyone listening to the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan Stewart. That's Doug Stewart, and we are your Two Live Stews Experience. Good morning, Dougie. Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Got to say good morning to Tree back in the back room. Good morning to Noddy. The Dread is here. The lovely Ollie Michelle will be joining us here shortly to do her entertainment report. But, man, every day is work day for us, man. So, it's a holiday, and I know we are giving thanks to those that have served. as you can see,
He gave
in my
the
little
ultimate, paid the ultimate price. Yeah.
ultimate. Okay,
Mhm.
the little what is that? A moniker that's under our names on the screen. Is that what
Mhm.
that's called? Mine says their courage echoes through time. I wanted today's moniker to be a little ode to those that have served, those that passed serving, and those that are still serving. So, shouts out to everybody on Memorial Day, man, and thanks to everyone that are in the service, everyone that's protecting our rights and giving us the blessings to have this free will that we have every day, man. So, it's a Memorial Day, man, and we're doing our show because them people deserve us to do our show, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. How was the weekend?
Good weekend, man.
Mhm.
Basically, man, we're officially on summer break right now. Yay. Round of applause. No school.
I mean, but nothing really changes for you. You make it
What do you
sound
mean?
like you just finished you just finished a year of school.
Hey, man, it's busy when the kids are in school, man, and the activities that the kids have. I am daddy duty 100% all day.
Right.
If a notebook gets left at home or a computer gets left at home, or I mean,
So what you're saying is you're freed up now from doing those things.
well, I'm freed up somewhat, yes, and
Okay.
their schedules just slow down. You know, we get to sleep in a little bit longer now, which is huge.
Right.
Being able to sleep in the morning instead of getting up at 5:30 to get the kids ready for school, man. You remember those days, man?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
whoa,
this is a little
wait a minute.
different. This is a
Wait
little
a
different
minute.
from me than you.
Whoa, I missed it. That went over my head. This is a shot.
No, it's not a shot.
Because I'm somewhat of a man of leisure. This is a shot.
You're not a man of leisure. You're what they call Mr. Mom. And that's what I was about to say. It's a little bit different from when I was doing it and you were doing it because I was hustling around and I had to go punch a clock. And evidently you don't punch clocks. You're definitely a man of leisure. You do what you want to do, and that's good.
So you're trying to take this down. I'm a Mitch.
No,
I'm a Mitch.
No.
That's
As a
what
matter of
this
fact,
is
let's move on.
You want to call me a Mitch? No, you want to call me a Mitch? Just say it. Just call me a Mitch.
No, man. I was just making the point that it was a little bit different between what you're doing now.
So
you're a lot older than I was when I was doing it. When I was
I wash a load of clothes every day. I cook breakfast to order every morning. I'm not a Mitch. I'm a real grown man, sir.
Yeah.
I'm a real grown man. And you're trying to. I see what's going on here.
No. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room joining us this morning. We really, really appreciate it. This is the Two Live Stews Experience. We are brought to you by Southern Edge Beverage Company at southernedgebeverageco.com. Southernedgebeverageco.com. Sweet tea flavored vodka, salted caramel flavored whiskey. I love when Chubb Rock on that commercial says something Instagram. Pay attention to that. Chubb's got a unique flow. His flow hasn't changed in 40 years or 35 years or whatever. That's Chubb Rock's flow. The way that he rhymes, the way that he raps, he hadn't changed anything about it. I absolutely love it.
Speaking of Chubb Rock, man, what are you doing this weekend?
So there's a couple things. Well, this weekend, nothing really. I'm studying for this exam, man, that hopefully in a week and a half, I'll be ready to go on that. But really, I'm not doing anything. Now, there's a couple things going on in Atlanta, and there's something that we're getting prepared for. Number one, this weekend is the Jazz Festival in Piedmont Park, which is a big thing. It's probably,
huge deal.
I think most people would say it's probably the biggest thing outside of One Music Fest. Sir, have you ever been to One Music Fest? And I'm getting sidetracked here a little bit.
It happens, especially in the first segment. It happens,
sir.
Of course, I have.
Been to one? You have?
I have.
So, shouts out to our frat brother Jay Carter. He has this event called One Music Fest, and I don't know, maybe 5-10 years they've been doing it. I went to it last year. I don't even know how to explain it, man.
It's one of the biggest music festivals in the country.
No, not in the country. It's got to be the world. It's got to be the world.
No, in the country.
I think it was 75 to 100,000 people out there at Piedmont Park.
Yeah, I don't doubt it at all.
They had about 50 different acts, headlined by Janet Jackson. What's the stallion lady? What's her first part? Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes.
Meg Thee Stallion. Stallion, Little Kim, like anybody you name.
Little Kim was there.
Yes.
She didn't fall apart.
Oh no, she didn't fall apart. Go ahead, man. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. So I was out there, man, and when Meg Thee Stallion performed the last night, I felt so uncomfortable. I had to get out there. You're literally talking about 25,000 people that were like this.
Yeah.
And I felt like that this could end up being real bad.
That's why I haven't been back. I've been to about 4 or 5 of them. Hadn't been since I moved to Columbus. But it's so crowded out there, man. If I don't have a backstage pass or something where I'm not in Gen Pop, it's just uncomfortable for me, man.
Gen Pop?
Yeah.
You in jail?
Well, general population, where everybody is.
Okay.
Gen Pop.
Right. But the other thing that's going on this weekend in Atlanta, and you're watching Two Live Stews experience, is the Jazz Fest, at Piedmont Park. I'm sure you've been to that. You've been in.
I have been to the Jazz Fest. That's correct.
Yeah. So the big thing about the Jazz Fest this year is headlining is 3 Stacks.
3 Stacks.
But
one of my favorites.
It's not the 3 Stacks that you know and love. It's
no. What do you mean?
It's the 3 Stacks with a flute.
It's the same 3 Stacks.
No. It's not the same. Southern playalistic Cadillac playing music or whatever. It's not.
No, that's Outkast.
Playing a flute.
That's Outkast. Southern playalistic Cadillac music is Outkast.
Right.
Yes. Now, Andre 3000 has evolved. He's elevated into something else, and he's doing more. But you can't act like he still can't bust a rhyme. He can still bust a rhyme.
He's not going to bust a rhyme tonight.
Because he's chosen to do something else, but it's 3 Stacks.
He's chosen to do what? He's one of the greatest MCs in all time. Why is he chosen to do something else?
Good morning, Tree. Can you come in real quick? Good morning, Tree. Can you come in real quick? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Do not come out to Piedmont Park tonight expecting to get up, get out, and get something. It ain't gonna happen.
Are you okay with this, man? I've never asked your thoughts on this. This whole metamorphosis of 3 Stacks, Andre 3000.
I'm for everyone evolving, man. I'm for everyone elevating. I'm for everyone doing what the hell they want to do. And when you're blessed like that, man, to travel the world for 5 years and not be someplace or go walk abroad on mountains and play your flute, man, good for you, man. Good for you.
Walk abroad. You better be.
I brought you in.
We lost your mic, man. We lost your mic. We lost your mic. Yeah, we lost your mic. We lost your mic, which is incredible.
Are you gonna shave today? Sorry,
just Ryan?
You. What is happening? What is all this?
What are you talking about?
What is going on?
I might shave today.
Okay, I know you're studying and all, but
we still can't hear you, man. We still can't hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna let you.
There
we go.
There we go.
Is he still 3 Stacks Tree? Is he still 3 Stacks?
Absolutely. And I just love that you are so
liberal.
Free. Yeah, I didn't know this. Like sometimes I feel like you go in and out of personality a little bit, but this
I'm a couple of people.
I enjoy this because I stand with you. Do what you love.
Man. You watch the Two Live Stews experience. I got no problem with somebody doing what they want to do, but I need you to keep it real about your opinions about stuff. Like you okay with one of the greatest MCs, the greatest MC from the South? You're okay with him with this flute facade thing he got going on? You okay with that?
I mean, another great MC is Mos Def, but he's now a very eclectic person that is abroad studying art and rewriting literature from Shakespeare. I mean, and it's okay, man. It's okay, man.
All right, man.
I don't do the clubs no more, man. I'm not chasing tail, man. There's a lot of things that I used to do that I'm not doing anymore. I've evolved. I think I've grown, and if this is how 3 Stacks is growing, man, good for him, man.
I kind of compare him personality-wise to this eccentric personality.
Okay.
Kind of like Prince. Go ahead.
One quick comment.
Go ahead.
The park is going to be packed for 3 Stacks. And everyone knows he's going to be there with his flute. Everyone knows he's bringing just the flute. There'll
And you're
be
watching
no
the Two Live Stews experience.
There'll be no bars at Piedmont Park, sir. There'll be no bars,
let
and
me
it's
ask you
going to
this.
be packed.
Let me ask you this. What do you think the percentage chance that they boo his ass off the stage?
No, sir.
Or they start
No,
pelting him with tomatoes?
They're going to light their blunts, and they're going to sit down and enjoy their flute. Period. They're going to pull out their wine and pour a few glasses of wine and sit there and listen to that damn flute. That's it, man.
I'm not listening to you play no damn flute.
If I was 45 minutes closer, me and my wife would be down there too.
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. All right, man. The second thing going on this week is we are right now at the dawn of sundresses and seersuckers 2024. If you've never heard of sundresses and seersuckers,
I'm so excited.
It's safe to say, and we went to what was considered one of the biggest Q events, Omega Sci-Fi brother Q events in the world, the Detroit boat ride. We went to it last summer. You've been many times before.
Yes.
Having your history in Detroit.
Yep.
But it's safe to say that sundresses and seersuckers put together by the Delta Mu Mu brothers of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated in ATL,
North
Georgia,
Fulton Qs.
is the biggest Q event in the world.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be. Yep.
I think last year they said
there's 12,000 tickets sold.
Right. And there's probably another 5,000 people that want to go that waited till the last minute and can't get tickets.
Right. Yep.
And
I've received calls this week from several frat brothers that are out of town that's coming in town thinking that because they're the brothers, they're going to get in. And I'm like, hold your horses, pimp. If you ain't got no ticket, it's all over. Yeah, this thing is sold out. Every event of the weekend is sold out.
I went to a little cookout yesterday by another chapter of the bros, and you're watching Two Live Stews experience, and several people, trying to get me to give them tickets.
Mm-hmm.
There are no tickets.
No.
There are no physical tickets.
Nope.
Okay, right. This is a PSA. If you want to ask me for tickets this week, I'm talking to you. There are no physical tickets. It's all 100% electronic tickets.
Right.
The only way you can get a ticket now is if you convince somebody to transfer you their electronic ticket.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
Yep.
But phenomenal event. All of the proceeds go towards scholarships. And go ahead.
You forgot one thing, man.
Uh-huh.
The Two Live Stews will be your host at this year's Sundress and Seersucker 13.
Well, I mean, it's been like that. How many years you think we've done it? Now, you haven't been doing it the last couple of years, but I've been still doing it.
I hadn't done it in 5 years. I hadn't been in 5 years.
Okay.
They pulled me out of retirement this year because they said, you needed some help holding it down.
Yeah. So we are hosting again, probably for the 9th or 10th time.
That's where I come in. Hey,
9th or 10th time. And this is the 13th year. I'm excited, man.
We need a routine, sir.
People come from all over the country. I think they announced last year that officially there was a person representing that flew in from every state in the country to this event in ATL.
Oh, that's
last
dope.
year it was at Centennial.
Somebody from Iowa. Somebody from Iowa was there.
And somebody from Iowa was at Sundresses and Seersuckers last year. In South Dakota, we had South Dakota representation last year at Sundresses and Seersuckers, man. And so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it as well, man.
Yeah, are you planning to get here early or what?
I got daddy duty, man, until Thursday morning, and then when daddy duty ends on Thursday morning, I'll be meeting y'all at the 19th hole at the golf course, where Southern Edge will be, fueling the 19th hole, just like it fuels the Two Live Stews experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not going to play golf this year, but I'm going to be at the golf tournament for the 19th hole, enjoying a few beverages because that's when my weekend starts next Thursday.
Oh yeah, the list of events start Wednesday night, I believe, or maybe not Wednesday.
Thursday.
They got the golf tournament Thursday night. They got like the meet and greet Friday night. They got the party, the welcome party to Atlanta. Saturday is the main event, sundresses at the park at the Home Depot, the Home Depot Park, and Sunday they've got the leaving town brunch.
It's like a brunch. It's a brunch. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I'm looking
All
forward
right.
to it, man.
All right, so we got some business to handle. We're going to get into some basketball in the next segment. We got Ollie coming up with the entertainment report. We're going to read a lot of chat at the end of the show, but we have two things points of business that we have to handle.
Okay.
Point one of business, the last poll that we did, okay? The last poll we did was the top 5 most hated sports teams. And
you outthunk me on this one. It's okay. It's okay.
What do you mean I outthunk you? What do you mean I outthunk you?
Well, I put a couple of teams up there that are hated but heralded as well. And when you do that, you risk what happened to me. But it's okay. I'm figuring this thing out. Clearly someone's taking it a whole lot more serious.
Bring it back up one more
me,
time, Tree?
But I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll figure it out. No big
Bring
deal.
it up one more time, Tree. Okay. So there goes the list. I think very easy to vote for me when I've got Duke at number 1 and the Boston Celtics at number 2.
Yep.
Number 3, I had the New York Knicks.
You played on the disdain for white athletes, and that was smart.
That's not the case. Number 4,
Mr. HBCU, I get it. I get it. I understand what you're doing here.
Number 4, the New England Patriots is number 5. That's a great list. You got to admit that's a great list. I mean, your list was good too. We actually had a couple of the same teams, but just the order you had, like, what really got you was this Georgia Bulldogs at number 1. You know how many of these ninjas in the state love the Georgia Bulldogs, man?
Right.
That was really your downfall.
I take it too personal.
You took it too personal. This is business.
Personal. Right, this is business.
You shouldn't take it personal.
You outthunk me on this one. That's okay. You never get me again, though.
So let's announce. We can go ahead and announce it right now, right? And let people just think about it, get their thoughts about it.
Okay.
The last segment today, okay? We'll save it. I saw Tree just put up the meme of the hot dogs.
Okay.
This was something that was talked about heavily yesterday in the chat room.
This is great, man. This is really great.
It says, which one is the perfect hot dog? It's a holiday weekend. And yesterday, this comment got, I don't know, a couple hundred posts or responses in the Two Live Students Facebook chat group. Which one is the way that you like your hot dogs cooked? Now, I haven't eaten a hot dog in 4 years.
Okay.
But when I did eat hot dogs, I wanted them burnt.
Okay.
So I technically wanted them not 7. If Tree can bring it back up for 1 second, I didn't want them at burn level 7. I pretty much wanted them burn level 8 or 9.
9. I was about to say that. Yep. Yeah. Now, when I was a consumer of those type of products, I could eat it anyway, as long as it was hot.
Wait a minute, you didn't? Okay. You don't eat hot dogs no more?
I'm off the pork, man. It's got to be.
Hot dogs are beef.
I'm off the pork and if you let me finish, I'm off the pork and the beef.
Okay.
So I eat turkey dogs now, or I eat chicken sausage now, but I don't do those anymore. Okay. But when I did, I could take it 1 through 9, but I preferred 9, and 9 wasn't listed just now. 7 was the highest. I preferred 9 as well.
I miss a good hot dog, man.
Boy, I miss a good hot dog. A good chili dog with some mustard.
And it's not like I'm some type of crack addict with it. I'm like, I can take it or leave it. But on situations like yesterday when I was at this park, bros had this big cookout at the park. Situations like that when all they got is hot dogs and hamburgers and ribs and whatever, I really don't like being in that situation.
So what do you do now when you go to cookouts? You mentioned being at a cookout yesterday. What did you eat while you were at the cookout? Are you one of those people that bring your own Tupperware and go to the grill and ask them to put your portobello mushroom on the grill?
No, I had beans, like baked beans, some coleslaw, and what else did I have? Oh, they had some corn that they put on the grill. You know how they grill the corn? Right. I had some of that, and it was great.
Yeah, eating the way we eat now without beef or pork, man, it really takes the fun out of cookouts. I mean, they don't think about people that eat like us at cookouts. They think about themselves with beef and pork.
Right. I really love a good hot dog. Like a hot dog was my favorite thing. Hot dog with chili, mustard, onions, and ketchup. Loved it. I really do miss that.
Sometime in the show, but I know we got work to do in the next segment. Sometime in the show, man, I want to talk to you about my kids literally gaming all day for the last 2 days. I mean, literally.
But y'all allow it though.
They had
you must be okay with it.
Well, but they're just getting out for the summer. It was their first weekend, so I figured I would let them do that for the first couple days.
But next week you're gonna put your foot down.
No, Tuesday after the holiday. Tuesday,
Tomorrow.
It's a wrap. No
Okay.
more of that stuff on Tuesday.
All right, we can talk about it a little bit when we get back. We also got to talk about these Dallas Mavericks, man. And on the flip side of that, the Minnesota Timberwolves. What the hell is going on?
Bad coaching, sir.
And also, I don't know if you know it, sir, but we posted a reel on social media about our conversation about your girl, Caitlin Clark, last week, and it's got like 70,000 views.
Got her first win over the weekend. Shouts out, Caitlin. I didn't see you post that. I didn't see you post her getting the win.
All right, let's just go to the break and we'll get into it when we get back. Don't go away. The Two Live Stews.
Hey, people, it's your boy Chubb Rap. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews experience. I'm Ryan, he's Doug. This is the Monday morning Memorial Day edition. Shouts out to all of those that have served. Shout out to all of those that are still serving. We hope you enjoy your Memorial Day and you get to relax. And we pray that your reflection isn't traumatizing. And we thank you for all that you have done for us. We love you. Thank you so very much. What up, Dougie?
Yeah. So last night, man, the Dallas Mavericks 116-107 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are up in this series 3-0.
Yep.
All you got to know is Kyrie and Luka, 33 apiece.
33 each. That's going to be tough to beat.
I don't know what else to say about
Kyrie
playoffs. Not just this game, but these playoffs in general, where we saw what happened with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the emergence of Anthony Edwards.
Right, but he's young. He's young.
Coming back. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Please go ahead.
No, I was going to say, coming back from the deficit, the 2-0 deficit in the last series to the Denver Nuggets to win that series, to this series, I think they were the favorites. They had to be the favorites, right? Yeah, they had home court advantage.
No, sir. Minnesota's the highest seed.
Are you sure?
Yep. I'm almost positive.
Okay. It doesn't even matter at this point. The point is,
as a matter of fact, let's see, James, give me a thumbs up, James. Who's the highest seed? Minnesota?
This Minnesota Timberwolves.
Minnesota's high seed.
Right. Okay. This Minnesota Timberwolves team, man, has just come back to reality. They back to life, back to reality.
Right.
And the veterans, Luka and Kyrie, look like they're going to prevail, man. 3-0, probably going to be a sweep. And I don't know, man. What are your thoughts? I'm shocked about this whole thing and how this thing is going down.
Minnesota had total control of this game until they didn't. And I think Kyrie is him. And I think he's playing the role of Batman on the team for the Mavs because it is Luka's team. But I think they're 1A and 1B. And last night they were the exact same with 33 points. And as I mentioned on the last show, unless Rudy Gobert blocks everything that comes in the paint, unless Karl Anthony Towns can find a way to get to 25 points, unless Mike Conley can get 25 points, they're not going to be able to do anything with Luka and Kyrie, who I guarantee are going to have 25 to 35 points every single night. Kyrie gets to the cup however he so chooses, sir. He splits defenders with the ball like he doesn't have a ball in his hands. He's an amazing basketball player, man. I've been calling him this series him. He is him. Amazing series, man.
Two things about what you just said. Number one, Rudy Gobert is trash.
He's garbage, man.
This guy has won, I think,
Four
defensive NBA plays. Huh?
Four
total. Okay.
Yeah.
4 total defensive player of the year. And in the playoffs, you just mentioned about blocks. You know he had 0 blocks last night, right?
But listen, I'm sorry. I don't
0 blocks in a game for the defensive player of the year. How?
Well, I'll tell you how. Because somehow he keeps ending up on the perimeter where he's one-on-one with Kyrie and or Luka. Why are we continuing to see Rudy Gobert 25 plus feet from the rim? Why is he out of the paint?
They're switching, man. They're setting screens, and he's ending up on Kyrie or Luka, and they're toasting his ass.
Then you got to go to a default zone whenever you find that matchup out instantaneously. Or you got to say, if you find yourself on Kyrie or Luka, Rudy, 25 feet from the paint or 25 feet out in the perimeter, then immediately someone else comes to help you double. But you can't just keep doing that. He can't guard those guys in space.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He
It's
is
coaching,
horrible. Man. He is horrible. And he's 7 foot tall and had 9 points last night.
Dude's
8 or 9 points last night.
Dude's like 7'4", man.
He is garbage.
After the game where Luka had him on black ice and he was sliding around trying to block Luka, Jason Kidd in the post-game press conference just said, "Yeah, we worked on." He's so calm and laid back. I mean, I played golf with Jason Kidd once, and he's one of the coolest people you ever meet.
I feel like I was there too.
It was at John Stark's golf tournament in Connecticut about 5 or 6 years ago.
We were up there for ESPN.
Yes, we were. I'm not sure if you were there though.
I remember being on the golf course with Jason Kidd.
Okay,
huge ass head, not OJ
it's
Simpson head, not OJ
Right,
Simpson head,
right.
but a different type of huge head. Jason
He
Kidd.
said we knew that they would switch. We knew we could probably get the matchup with him on Luka. And the minute that happened, I knew exactly what was going to happen. And it's just that simple.
And the second thing, go ahead and give a little bit more attention to Kyrie, man. I said this last week, and I mean, it's not hard to say. It's not no big revelation or whatever. Kyrie might be one of the top 5 most skilled basketball players that ever stepped on a court. Now,
Drew.
Now, do you want to give recognition and give credit that if Kyrie wasn't a part of that Cleveland Cavaliers team, that LeBron doesn't win that ring?
You're damn right. Yeah, he's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, as a matter of fact, didn't he hit the game-winning shot that won the title?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge part of it, man.
A lot of people don't want to give Kyrie credit because they want to give LeBron all the credit. And I'm not against LeBron. Man. I love LeBron. Let me make sure to say that before the LeBronites come out.
Look, man, and we'll talk about the Pacers Celtics series here in a second. Another series that's 3-0 as the Celtics are up 3 games, and it should be the Celtics are lucky to be up right now also. But when Dallas wins this Western Conference championship and move into the finals, I would put them ahead of the Celtics when it comes to winning the finals because of the 2 duos. Tatum and Brown are dope, but if I had to put my money on a duo right now, the duo, one of the best in the NBA currently, not just in the postseason, one of the best in the NBA is Luka and Kyrie. That's too much offense, man. That's way too much offense. They can't be stopped or double teamed. They both have crazy control. Their games are totally different, but man, they're unstoppable right now, man.
So yeah, speaking of which, the Boston Celtics beat the Indiana Pacers 114-111. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you,
no Halliburton.
I'm gonna tell you, there's no Halliburton for the Indiana Pacers, but Jason Tatum goes for 36. Brown goes for 24 points, and they get it done. And both these series look like they're going to be sweeps. And then you're going to have a finals probably of the Boston Celtics taking on the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be very, very entertaining if that pans out to be like that.
Shouts out to the Pacers, man. They played good enough to win the ball game. They just fell apart towards the end. And as I mentioned,
should have won game 1. Yeah,
should have won game 1. Should have won game 3. As I mentioned, sir, the Pacers always come to play, whether they have Halliburton or not. And the Celtics, from watching basketball this year, what I saw was some nights they just don't come to play. Some nights they're just not together. What's the young man's name? Drew Holiday had a good outing. Defensively, he was a star. And offensively, the Pacers had three guys that came to the table. If you don't have this time of year, if you don't have three players that can get you 25 points or more, it's hard to win ball games. It's just that simple.
A lot of conversation in the chat group. And by the way, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience, I just read a chat message, and I'm going off script a little bit here because I really need – this ties into what I was about to say, okay? From a man, Sid Martin, he says, wait, the Stews are back? Y'all ain't tell me nothing? Bruh, we've been back about 5 months, maybe 4 months.
Not 5 months, man. The beginning
4
of February.
months. The beginning of February?
Yes.
February, March, April.
This is May.
Okay.
Yep.
We've been back 4 months. This is the point I'm telling you, man. For if y'all really like us, if y'all say y'all love us, we need y'all to tell people, not just tell them, send the link, tell them to hit the follow, subscribe, and receive the alerts whenever we go live, because people don't even know.
People don't know. It's okay. They're finding out.
Facebook want they cut, and they will not. If they had the ability, they wouldn't let us promote this show at all.
Right.
Without us paying them something.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So please tell people. But what I was going to say is, I
knew you were going to forget it. I knew it. Look, I wrote down on my piece of paper. He's going to forget.
No. We really need you to promote the show and tell people about the show. That was the main thing.
Look at that. Look at the notes. He's going to forget.
Damn. It was something else. I know what it was. Go ahead.
That's why I keep this piece of paper by my desk and I take little notes while we're talking, because we get off topic and we get so excited about certain things. There's no way we're going to remember unless you jot it down.
Yeah. All right. So whatever I was going to say, something had something to do with the fact that you need to remind people and tell people about the show being back. That would really, really help us. We had and Tree, I don't know, we want to play the whole clip. Do we have time to play the whole clip? We had a heated debate, and I'm not even going to call it a debate, a discussion about Caitlin Clark last week. We posted a reel, which is a minute and a half of the conversation, and it's got like 70,000 views. You would think, we advertise where you can listen to the show at on there, 2 Live Stews, Facebook.com, 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. You would think that people would hit the follow, like, subscribe, or whatever the case, and it's just hard. Okay, so we're figuring it out. But here's the little conversation that we had last week on Caitlin Clark, and we can talk a little bit about it now. Charles Barkley last night went on this rampage, and I don't think we even have the video, and I don't even know if we could show the video, where LeBron James made some post or something on social media saying that WNBA players and fans need to thank Caitlin Clark because of all the exposure she's brought to the league. And Barkley went on this like 5-minute tirade about how LeBron's right and they need to thank Caitlin Clark and this, that, and the other. And and Caitlin Clark, you owe her this, that. And I'm like, Barkley, stop. Why would these other players bow down, in essence, to Caitlin Clark? They're professionals too. Listen, I'm not going to say Barkley is a sellout, but Barkley be saying and doing a lot of things that sellouts do.
Doug, stop, please.
Barkley literally last night sounded like, we need to give Caitlin Clark her props. Thank you, Master Caitlin Clark. Thank you for helping us get good in WNBA. That's how Barkley sounded last night, man.
You need to stop
like a damn sellout.
You need to stop it. You need to stop it. You need to stop it.
That's my opinion. Yeah. So 70,000 views, man.
Very a filibuster. He always filibusters when we talk about Caitlin Clark, and you got to stop that. You got to stop.
Always filibuster. This is what we do. We talk. We talk for a living.
You hog the mic.
We don't talk
you hog the mic on that topic.
Well, what were you going to say? You can say whatever you want to say about the situation. And listen, I don't even want to get this. I didn't bring this up.
Here he go again. Here he go again. He just say what you want to say, and then you go ahead, Doug. It's fine.
No, but my point is, I don't want this to take over the show like it did last week.
Right.
But if you want to go ahead and you feel like that I didn't give you enough time to defend Caitlin Clark and Charles Barkley, go ahead.
Caitlin and the Fever got a victory this past weekend, the first Fever victory. She's doing extremely well. She's playing good. She was a couple of points away from
playing good.
She's
horrible.
She was a couple of points away from she was a couple of rebounds away from a triple-double in that victory. Huge win for the Fever, and things are trending up for them. Things are definitely trending up for them.
She had 8 points, man, and 6 turnovers.
That is not true.
What do you mean it's not true? I'm looking at it right now. You can't tell me what's true. I'm looking at it.
In their victory, she did not have 8 points. She had 8 boards. She was 2 boards away from a triple-double.
Oh, so we're talking. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So now you're lying.
No,
you're
hold
even
on. No,
lying.
I apologize. I'm wrong.
This negative narrative that you have trying to create and that you're pushing is sick to the point where you're going to change her stats to make your argument valid. It's ridiculous, though.
No, hold on. I apologize.
You're
I'm
better
wrong.
than that. You're better than that.
I was talking about the game that they lost to the Las Vegas Aces, where she had 8 points and was horrible.
On the heels of
you're talking about the first win that they had. You're 100% right.
On the heels of me talking about their first victory, which is what I said when I started the comment, you had to find a way to try to cut it. Oh, he has to cut it. Yeah, come on, man. You're better than that. You are, man.
Okay, man. So the game that I'm referring to, the Aces right now, they're not the Aces, the Fever right now are 1-6. The last game, I didn't see the last game in which they won. That's the only game I don't think that I've seen. Well, they got dragged by the Las Vegas Aces 99-80. Caitlin Clark had 8 points, and she had 6 turnovers. She's far and away leading the league in turnovers.
Right.
Like, it's very ugly basketball to watch her play right now.
She's a rookie. She's a rookie.
They did get their first win.
You thought she was going to come in and not have any growing pains? You thought she was going to come in and didn't deal with the ebbs and flows of a professional sport like all rookies do? Right. You thought she was going to come in and just be the MVP? Oh, that's what it is.
So let me ask you a question.
You're disappointed because you thought she would come in and be an MVP caliber player immediately because she was so good at the college level, the collegiate level. That's what it is. Yeah, you set your standards too high for a rookie, man. That's all you did.
Look, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you, with this whole Caitlin Clark thing, and I'm serious.
Two Live Stews Experience, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, fueled by the good folks from Southern Edge.
Are you sincere in your defense? Because it's very, very, very strong. Right. Are you sincere in your defense of this Caitlin Clark young lady, or are you playing radio?
I'm not playing podcast here. I'm keeping it real. And I often tell you this. I am a fan of seeing greatness. Mm-hmm. I am a fan of seeing history made.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
And what she did in the collegiate level as a female basketball player at Iowa, she rewrote history. I'm blessed to be able to tell my grandkids one day that I saw Barry Sanders rush for over 2,000 yards. I was in the league when Terrell Davis rushed for 2,000 yards. I saw Caitlin Clark score more points than any man or woman in college basketball. That's a big deal to me. And no matter how much people hate, that can't be dumbed down. And now that she is where she is, the ebbs and flows of being a pro, learning how to be a pro, learn how to play with these bigger women, it's a part of what she's going to have to endure. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, right. I'm not playing podcasts. You know, she's a former great collegiate player, one of the best ever. She's one of the best ever scorers in college basketball, men and or women. And she was the first overall pick that some people have, like yourself, have decided to put so much stock into her failure that they go overboard while trying to do that.
Right.
And that's all you're doing. Yep.
Okay. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Thank you so much.
Kobe Bryant had ebbs and flows when he started his professional career. LeBron James had ebbs and flows. Michael Jordan had ebbs and flows when he started his professional career. What do all those people have in common? They're all former greats at something. She's one of them.
Okay. All right, man. All right. When we get back from the break, we're going to have Arlie, the great Arlie, with Arlie's World. And
is she a great white hype? Yeah, she's a great white hype. White people ain't got nobody balling in the basketball court. Well, in women's basketball, they do. So yeah, they're going to hitch their wagons to it, and they want her to have success. They're going to scream her name.
Sound like you're hitching your wagon to it too.
Oh, she's going to be a great pro.
Right.
Just like she was in college. She's going to be a great pro.
All right. Shouts out to my man Jeff Lanier. We'll read some of these comments. I think so because we don't have work today. I don't have to go to work today. You want to stay over a little extra? A little extra. Or you got something to do?
You better talk to the producer about that before you make that decision. Yeah. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
You better talk to the producer about that.
The middle finger at 7 a.m. in the morning tree?
Listen,
that's why they kick you off the damn choir.
Listen, I'm certain she's got a pool to go to, or a flight to catch, or a flute to listen to. Yeah, you can't. Don't.
Do y'all know that it is? I want you to go to commercial. It's storming so bad out here, and I need to get my other internet up. It looks crazy outside. Okay. I'm worried about Arlie. Y'all go to commercial, and Ryan, leave me alone.
The truth shall set me free.
Don't go away. 2 Live Stews.
Because you look so sweet. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could taste the moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No, I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl. Yeah. Okay, now pour me a one. Better yet, make it soon. They say the night is young. With this cup like the fountain in you shining. Tell me what your sign is. Tell me what you drink, little lady. I could buy by the bottle, I promise. Yeah, because you look so sweet. I wish I could take some moment. Girl, you look so damn sweet. No. I wish I could take some moment. Been around the world, hey, but there's nothing like that Southern ass girl. No, I've been around the world, whoa. Nothing like that Southern ass girl.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. Been so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Like to keep it on the edge so we maxed out. Just need a little breeze from the top down. It was so sweet. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. Been so sweet. I don't need no sleep. Keep it on the edge. Breeze from the top down. Been so sweet.
2 Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, joined by the lovely Arlie Michelle for the entertainment report. You just saw that QR code on the screen. If you scan that QR code, a wonderful bottle of Southern Edge sweet tea vodka and or the salted caramel, the Limon will soon be on the shelves. One of those bottles will come straight to your crib, man. Straight to your crib. So just scan the QR code and put in 2 Live Stews at the discount shipping area. That way we'll help cover the cost to get that bottle to your door. What up, Arlie Michelle?
Hey y'all, what it is, yo? What's up?
What's up?
In the morning. Woo, woo. I'm crunk and so sleepy. Oh my God.
And Ollie, maybe you're going to get into it a little bit, but we had a spirited discussion earlier about Andre 3000 and this whole shift towards conscious flute music. I guess you could put it.
I would love her take. I would love her take.
Yeah, you're from Atlanta, kind of, sorta. You're from Atlanta. What's your thoughts about this whole flute thing with Andre 3000? Yay or nay?
Let me say, so y'all know I sing with a band that travels every weekend, and our owner, one of them is a part of the horns. Y'all remember the famous horn? So they've traveled with Outkast. So they've done all the little Outkast music. They've won Grammys with them, been on stage with them. They actually played with him when he came to Atlanta the last time and did the whole flute thing at I wasn't at the Tabernacle. I can't remember where they were. Nonetheless, one of them who I work with, he was like, this has always been Dre. Dre has always been a different kind of dude. He's always musically been different. He's always had different thoughts, eclectic, that kind of thing. And my brother runs into him all the time when they used to run at, not Centennial, but up there at what's the park with the rich? We go to the sit outside.
Park?
No, what's the park we sit outside? Concert. Yeah, up there. And he was like, he's always in his, whatever. And when his mom passed, that really just took him to like, I'm about to be who I am, not who I have like created this thing. Because think about the video from he's in all them different outfits and he got the wigs. That's who he is. And the music is now just representing kind of who he is, a very introspective.
Good for him.
Were you talking about Chastain Park?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So do you support it? Like, will you pay money to go see him play the flute for 2 hours?
But it's real quick.
That's really the question I'm asking. Like, yes, we want you to do what you want to do, what makes you happy. You're eclectic, hey, all of that. But would you pay hard-earned money to go watch Three Stacks play the flute for 2 hours?
No, I personally I will probably get a backstage, somehow get back there and I have paid. But let me say this. There is a whole new set of people that are going. They say his show was packed out and it was little folks who was like, I thought I was going to take some mushrooms before I started so I could really feel it. But I didn't have to because it already made me feel the way. It's about to be a whole new set of people. He's about to get an entirely, it won't be us.
Right. So would you, even if somebody gave, this is even better. If somebody gave you free tickets to go see Three Stack play the flute for 2 hours, you would go.
I want to go see. I just want to go see. I'm also, and maybe I'll eat a gummy with Ryan and we'll really engage.
I would definitely probably consider checking out some. Anyway, I better not even go there.
Yeah. Don't.
If it was convenient for me, like he was in Columbus or he was in Atlanta, I didn't have anything to do with the kids or anything, I would definitely still pay as long as the tickets were a price that made sense for me in my budget. Yeah, I would pay to see him with his flute, man. I would love to see the crowd. I can imagine the people in the crowd just doing like this.
They say even people who don't really feel it, because what they told them before they went out there was like, hey, we don't have no set. It's not just play what you feel. So even the musicians are on some like, hey, just jump in, get it. It's like double dutch. So it's really interesting. It's like a jam session.
I can see me right now in the crowd with a bag full of tomatoes, throwing it at his ass. Man, come on, Andre, what's the matter with you, man? We want to hear y'all. We want to hear something. Man, I would be screaming. They'd take my ass out of there, man. Man, what's the matter with you, Ninja? Stop this.
He's being him.
Like he almost need that friend that's gonna slap the shit out of his ass.
Yeah, at this point, with all that money he's made, you can't slap nothing out of him. He'll just go back home and won't come back. He'll give you a verse here and there like he's been doing, and people have been begging. I mean, I'm telling you, there are musicians who are begging him to spit one little verse on it. He's not about the money anymore. He's so like
now what this is also doing is creating a market for him to come back. Like, can you imagine how crazy the first Outkast concert gonna be where he actually rhymes, where he starts singing the hits?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
you don't think he's ever going back?
Eventually, somebody's gonna pay him enough to get on the stage, or eventually, Big Boy's gonna be like, "Hey, man, one more lick would really be good."
Listen, Big Boy, he had to beg him, and
that's another thing.
Beg him.
That's another thing. He messing up Big Boy money.
No, Big Boy's fine.
Big Boy is moving into his own, like some other stuff.
Right.
It's not the same. Yes. Now, let me be clear. It's not Outkast money. I don't think, because it's them together is magic, but he's good.
He's fine.
I mean, he can't make him. He can't make them. But anyway, y'all, hey, all Stewies and the two people who gave the Stewies the name because their last name is Stewart. It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, with the Arleywood Report out here in these treacherous streets because it is storming, not storming over here. This is the Arleywood Report for the Two Live Stews experience. And I want to say, hey, everybody, it's Memorial Day and I should be asleep right now. But because we love you all so much, here we are.
That's right. That's right.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to... Oh, no, first, before I give happy birthdays, I want to say, look at me. Look at me with new. They work. I can see my auntie Bessie.
Why you got the
Take the
labels
tag
still
off.
on it?
Take the tag off.
Because
Take the
I'm
tag
so
off.
excited. I want y'all to know they new. I'm just so excited. Like a little kid, you got new stuff. Keep the tag on. That's what
You
kids
trying
do.
to wear them and run them back. That's what you're trying to do. You're going to try to wear them and run them back. Take the tag off, Ollie.
They were a gift. My auntie Bestie bought them for me. She was tired of me coming on here with y'all good people and looking a mess. They don't like me looking a mess in this world.
That is really black. We could do a top 5 on black people behavior.
No
Black people behavior is they leave the tag on it to make sure they want it.
Just in case. Just in case.
Or not only do they want to make sure they want it, but they want to leave open the possibility they can take it back.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't my reason. I just like the little kids now. They keep their tags on stuff because they want you to know they got new stuff. I just want you to know I got new glasses. Shout out Auntie Bestie, Candace Creasy. She's the best. She bought me 2 pair, and she got me a hot red pair too. So y'all see the red when I wear something that matches. So excited. I can see, and I'm not pushing them up on my face. It's so exciting. Anyway, so birthdays. Shout out to Loose Neck Side because he had a birthday in May, and all the Stewies who celebrated birthdays in the month of May. Happy birthday to you. Today
Loose Neck, what up? Happy birthday, Loose Neck Side. He in the chat room right now. Thank you, brother.
Talking junk. That thing is funny. He need a show. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. So I creep. Yeah, that was my jam, and it was on my recorder when you called me back in the day because that's what I did. She would have been 53 today. Rap icon. Speaking of Dre, he will turn 48 today. One of my favorite. All the players came. Rocky. All the players came from far away.
Go ahead, Ollie. Go ahead, Ollie.
Singing Afro Rays, kicking them gangsta friends. That was the jump. Former football player.
Ollie, we should go on tour. We should go on tour.
We should. What we call ourselves?
Dougie and Arlie. But I don't know if you know it, but I actually am very versed in the art of singing myself.
I know you are. Can we call ourselves?
All the players play from far and wide. Going afros and braids, kicking that gangster rock. See, there we go. I just show you a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, just give me a little bit. And you had a good falsetto. That is important. That's why people like Usher. He has a really good falsetto. Thank you. Dust some shoulders off.
Back to the report.
He's a hater. I know. Jada Kiss, 48 today. Rapper Jada Kiss. Football player Vontae Davis just passed in February. That was such a tragic story. He would have been 36 today. And officer and gentleman Louis Gossett Jr., who also passed just this year, he would have turned 88. We're going to shout out my girl, Lauryn Hill. She would have been 40. I mean, she turned 49.
You killed Lauryn? Damn, she just killed Lauryn Hill. Golly. What the hell?
What the hell? Like that little girl. She turned 49 yesterday. Sexy A. Lenny Kravitz. Y'all, how about Lenny? Turned 60. What the what? Oh, that thing look good.
Helen Willis, little boy.
Helen Willis, little sexy boy, honey. Football players from the Dallas Cowboys, only 25. They little babies. Trumpeter Miles Davis would have turned 98. Fine as frog hair movie actress Pam Grier, honey. That thing fine back in the day. Oh, you couldn't tell me. I wanted to be
still fine. She still look good.
Still fine. Still popping. 75. R&B singer Jaheim yesterday was 48. I'm killing off everybody. Let me ask y'all this too. Bet you didn't know when I sing that. Bet you didn't know that. Ryan and Doug. Okay, I need to know which song y'all think that came from. I know Doug knows because he's a singer. So what song did that come from, Doug?
You didn't know that. Ebony eyes. I really love you.
Right now, baby. Right now, baby.
And I bet you didn't know that. Yeah, see? I mean,
good job.
Ollie, we can make this money. We can make this money.
Who's the artist, Doug? Say the artist, though. Say the artist.
That's Rick James.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well done.
Come on, man.
When was the last time that Lauryn Hill, how long ago was it that Lauryn Hill put out an album? I know Naughty Dread knows everything, but do y'all remember how long ago?
If I'm not mistaken, I think The Miseducation is her only album. Am I wrong about that?
And
that's 30 years.
Album. It's been 25 years, but she also put out a one of those live unplugged albums. So she did do an unplugged. She did put that out. But
studio album.
studio album was Miseducation, and she claims she is coming out with a second album.
That's 1998. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was 1998.
25 years ago. She say, so I'm thinking maybe she'll do like Andre 3000 and come out with something different too. Because you know, she goes and when she does her concert, she mixes them, rearranges them and stuff. So she might come out with a flute solo something too.
You talking about a great combination. What if Erykah Badu, or not? I'm thinking about Erykah Badu, 3 Stacks other lady. But what if Lauryn Hill and 3 Stacks came together and had a little children? Kind of like 3 Stacks and Erykah Badu.
Well, I was about to say, what is 3 Stacks and Erykah Badu child doing right now? Does anyone know?
Seven.
Yeah,
looking like his daddy.
Really?
Okay.
Looks like his daddy. Said, here.
Spit him out.
Yep, look just like him. I'm not sure what he's doing. I forgot. I think he's trying to delve into music, but it's a totally different genre too.
So I don't know. And Tree can jump on for a second. I don't know.
The Naughty Dread said her last album was 2002. MTV Unplugged number 2.0.
Yeah, but that's not a studio album. I don't believe. But it doesn't even matter. What's up, Tree? So we talked about this briefly. Maybe we just talked about it, me and you.
Yeah.
What service was that reported like a top 25 albums of all time, and they had Miseducation and Lauryn Hill?
Apple Music.
Billboard did one as well. She's on all of them like that.
What do y'all? Because clearly she can't have the greatest album of all time. Now, her album was 5 stars, and every track on it was fire.
It's a dope. It's one of those albums.
The best album of all
start
time.
To finish.
It was the bomb. But we're not about to talk about Lauren right at this moment. I need to show y'all a picture. Right, Tree, pop the picture. Pop the picture. So what y'all think about our girl? This is 56, Toni Braxton. If that's 56, sign me up.
Bang, 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 bang.
So her post says, I'm about to take a dip in the pool real quick. What y'all got planned for the holiday weekend? Okay.
She be thirst trapping a lot though.
I was just about to say it. Her and what's the lady from Blackish? Tracy
Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross and Toni Braxton be thirst trapping.
Wow.
She do. Tracy Ellis Ross do got a nice old bunkie.
And she shows it every day, just about. She shows it every day.
That's definitely
yours.
That's definitely
in the mirror with your head turned around to the side like that. Though all it's not like, yes, you're gonna show your bookie, but I mean, she be putting it on display. Like it's
okay.
And it's her, so good for her. Good for her.
Y'all think she's doing it for the Birdman? I mean, because they done broke up. I think they broke up real quietly, like they were together, and now they're not together anymore. And so maybe she's free now to showcase, because he seemed like he'd be the one like, you better put that up. Know what you're doing. Right. But a lot of people in the comments like, all right, Miss Toni. And there's several other people who gave her a lot of Bible scriptures and verses and stuff to help her realize she shouldn't have been doing it. When I tell y'all, the comments sometimes on some of these things are far funnier than just the picture or the thing itself. It's the comments. So a lot of people gave her a lot of Bible verses. And I hear now I'm seeing y'all say she thirst traps a lot. But don't y'all think she look? Why y'all?
Oh yeah, she fine now. I mean, there's no. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget they are fine as white wine. Both of them.
The Jungle Brother said, "I can't subscribe to no female married to Birdman. Love her music, but," and he had the hands like that. Were they married, Arlie? They weren't married.
They were not married. They were engaged, and that was like everybody's like, "What the what?"
But still, the point is made. That was a very, very strange relationship.
Prince got a song. Yes. Prince got a song called "What's This Strange Relationship?" That was that.
Right.
I had a song.
Very interesting.
It was interesting. I just want to know how y'all thought about Toni. I think she's fine, and whenever I get to 56 in 20 years, I'm gonna be so excited.
Good for you. Good for you.
Years. Okay.
20 years.
Clearly, she stays in that gym, and that's really what it is. If you get you a routine where you're doing something 3 to 4 days a week, you can look just like that. But you got to do it consistently, and you got to eat right. That's the two parts of it.
I just want somebody to come cut, if possible. Somebody asked me if I had work done. I was like, no, but that's a thought. I can't afford it. If I could, trust and believe, honey, I have stuff cut, tucked, nipped, all that. Okay, so shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant and his new bride. For those of you who don't live in Atlanta, this pastor went to Morehouse, was big time in Baltimore, as they say. He was married to Giselle Bryant, who is on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Did I say that right? I used to say Potomac, but it's Potomac. And he got engaged prior, but did a whole big thing in his church to announce it. First of all, I want to know what he got on. Y'all should see the outfit. I was like, is he preaching about
Yeah, we're looking at it.
stars and stripes? I don't understand. This young lady just got her doctorate, Dr. Carrie Turner. And what y'all think? He said something like, can I just be a public preacher but have a private life? And I want to know your thoughts on these huge mega preachers thinking that they could have private lives.
Dougie, you go first, and Ollie, get ready for this. Go ahead, Doug.
Get ready.
I mean, that's part of the deal. That you're public, and people are going to know about your lives when you do something right, when you do something wrong. It's publicized, so that's just part of the deal to me.
And who better to have a public life than a man of the cloth or a woman of the cloth, showing others how they should be living and serving the good Lord with their daily routines. That's what he's doing, right?
I don't know if we want to follow Pastor Jamal Bryan. I'm just going to say, listen, I love people that preach the word. I love people going into church, and at Impact back in the day, people would literally be running in to get their seats when we were at Brown Middle School to hear the word, hear the worship. They thought the worship team was on it. They wanted to hear Pastor Olu Brown, give them some message for the day. And I love that about church. My issue with some of these mega preachers, like I remember first hearing about him and going to his website, and he had like a BMW on. This is when he was in Baltimore. Had his BMW on. It was revving, and they'd have ran him out of there. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't alleged. I don't have like so-and-so ran him out, but I remember him trying to go in the streets to speak to somebody, and somebody captured it on YouTube. They did not appreciate him. So he came down here and took over Eddie Long's church. And y'all all remember the story of Eddie Long, and his legacy was very tarnished upon the end of his life because of some alleged activities with some of his young parishioners and
little boys.
Yes. Young, allegedly impressionable. And so Giselle Bryant left Jamal Bryant because of his infidelities. Now, word on the street, here we go, y'all. And I thought I was going to be a preacher's wife. I had my little hat. I was ready to sit in the front row. And we're not going to talk about me, though, because this show is about talking about other folks. So we're not going to give y'all none of that insight. But I have it on pretty decent authority that he has a penchant for them hood girls. And so while he was, jet setting around all the places, he dropped off a few of his seeds in various people and places throughout his relationship. It is alleged.
Is it okay? Okay.
Alleged. Right. I said this is alleged. So he has 3 other children, a 22-year-old, which would be older than his twins. And he has 3 children with Giselle Bryant, but they say 6 children total.
My question would simply be this. Allegedly, when these 3 children that he brought into the world were brought into the world, was he married then, or was he single when those 3 children were brought into the world?
1 prior, other 2 during.
Oh, that's not good.
Because one of them trying to get age. One is 13 and his twins were 14. So
okay, all right.
Now the younger one I think was during the part when the younger one that's alleged was during the time when they were divorced. So he dated Tweet for like 2 years. The church was in an uproar about that. He can't be dating no R&B singer. Oh my God, why she can't love the Lord? Look at Keon. We talked about him the other day. He's married to Shawnee's Shawnee, now not O'Neal Henderson, but she became a first lady. It's a thing to be. Remember, we had Megan Good was a first lady. That didn't last long because she was trying to be too sexy and the church did not appreciate it. Because there's a certain image as a first lady you're supposed to have. So this particular first lady, she has her doctorate in ministry. They look like they're about to try to start a whole program to get some other women in ministry to get their DDiv, because MDiv is a master's in divinity, so a doctorate in divinity, DDivs. And it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But he bought her a rock, baby. When I say a rock, your hand can't hold it.
Now you mentioned something that I definitely have a strong opinion on, and that's preachers showing all of this opulence and expensive cars and houses and diamond rings, yada 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 yada.
The Bible said you're not supposed to do that.
I don't know what the Bible says. I don't like it personally because I feel like that the money that you spend on all of that opulence, you could be putting back into the community.
But you don't know
you're supposed to be the man of the people, the man of God. Don't you think as opposed to buying a Rolls Royce or whatever the case may be, for 300 grand? Why don't you spend 280 or 20 grand on a Honda Accord and put $280,000 into the homeless shelter?
Who's to say if he has that $300,000 Rolls Royce that he said, okay, if I'm buying this car, I'm going to donate $300,000 to this particular cause? Who's to say he's not doing that?
No.
Who's to say he's not putting in? Who's to say he's not higher than 20% instead of 10%?
Okay.
Let me say this.
Hold on. Let me say this. So if he has $300,000 for the charity and $300,000 for the car, why don't he give $600,000 to the charity and spend $20,000 on a car?
Do you do that?
I'm not the man of the Lord. I'm not a preacher.
But all you are is human, just like he's a human too.
Okay.
He happens to be a pastor.
Well, that's my
he's
opinion.
a human just like you.
That's my opinion.
Let me just say this as a PK. I'm a preacher's kid. And people, a lot of times, I'm not saying they buy Rolls Royces, but a lot of times my daddy used to have like a basic car and his parishioners just were not they're like, this is not what we want the pastor to have. You should have something different. They wanted him to have this. They really thought he should have a Cadillac. They just feel like that's a preacher's car. And my dad was like, I'm not buying no Cadillac. I'm not doing that. So a lot of times it's not the pastor so much, because Olu used to drive a little Honda and we were always like,
thank you, Olu. That's why Olu is my man's.
We didn't like it though. We were like, don't you want something else? That just don't seem like that's what you're supposed to have.
But once again, that's modern day people. Go ahead, Tree. I know you.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Y'all are okay. First of all, I haven't played the music because the hater wants to go long. I'm gonna let it go long. This is good. This is good. Why do you think, Douglas, why do you think that God wants us to be broke? Why do you think that?
I never said God wants us to be broke.
You said you are not a man of God. Are you not? I am a woman of God. Arlie's a woman of God.
No, but the
Nadi
pastor,
is
the pastor,
a man of God.
The pastor's at a different level. The pastor should be at a different level.
No, I don't believe that anybody is above me or below me, and you need to change that. I would encourage you to change that thinking. I'm
not going to change that.
You're
thinking.
rich.
Trust me.
I said I encourage you. I'm not going to make you, but people who walk around thinking that church people are supposed to be broke, I'm so sad for you because you're not reading the Bible. The Bible says that abundance is mine.
Be fruitful.
Yes. I just
talk
it's
about
a different show
cattle
now.
on 1,000 hills. Cattle is worth a lot of money.
Nadi, you don't usually say anything. What you got?
I think a lot of people just forget that these people are regular people.
Thanks.
That's it.
You know, you go to a lot of them go to school for theology, so it's not like the Spirit just hit them and ordained them to be who they are. So they in the business of making money and driving big cars and getting a lot of women too.
I drive big money. I drive big car. Everybody know me.
Douglas, you're not poor. Don't try to act like you.
Yeah, but I'm not a preacher either.
Get your hands in my pocket, no.
I'm not a preacher either.
Yes.
I don't have a flock of
But
them.
I see where Doug come from, considering that Jesus supposedly was not a rich man.
Yeah, supposedly,
that's
but
the
guess
standard,
what? He didn't lack for anything.
He didn't need for
He
anything.
did not
Of
lack.
course,
And it's not about.
And you don't have to have a
money.
Cadillac or a big time car to be lacking.
To me, all I'm saying is, to me, I feel like the preacher is supposed to be the man of the people.
Right.
And if he's trying to do good in the community, really is to do good for the parishioners and the community. All I'm saying is, instead of buying a $300,000 car, this is the easiest example. Why don't you spend $280,000 on the people and buy a Honda Civic?
Right.
I think there's levels to this.
About a $300,000 car.
I was going to say two things. One, who are you? And two,
that's just one man's opinion. You are absolutely right.
And two, okay, we shouldn't be judgmental because we don't know what he does for who, when he does it, and how much he does it
we
for.
We do know. If he roll up to the church on Sunday in a Maybach, we do know.
Last thing, and I'll move on from this, okay?
What are you talking about?
$100 to me means something different to everybody on here. James looks at $100 different. Doug, you look at $100 different. Arlie looks at $100 different. And Tree looks at $100 different. Why are you able to judge what Tree does and how she views her $100? You can't do that. It's the same here.
But I see that, if you have decided that you're going to lead a flock of people, parishioners, I understand. Like, if there's the thing where I have so much and my parishioners are giving so much and they're lacking, then I have a problem with that. But if
but we
I don't
don't
do
know
the
what he's
prosperity,
giving.
You need to do your work. We are not
Right.
responsible for going into
I'm
people's
saying-
homes and making sure they're not lacking. Your mindset, I'm not doing this much. Your mindset is why you're lacking. I am a living proof of that. I don't even know how I survived in California. Like, everything is like, oh, you're supposed to make
The
$60,000
Lord.
or $70,000
The
a year.
Lord.
Live
We done
here.
knew that.
I
You go
never
back to the
struggled
Bible.
there.
The people took care of the preachers and stuff like that. Like
In
the
the
people
temple.
would buy the preacher a car.
That's
The preacher would
abundance.
buy. Right. But the preacher not going out there taking money from wherever he's getting it from and buying himself a $300,000 car. That's
Yeah,
just
it's just we
according
just
to
have
scripture.
different
I don't know. Script things change. The New Testament and the Old Testament are two different things.
interpretation. Nothing's changed. It's everyone's individual interpretation.
Where we
Douglas
come
thinks
from-
that we're supposed to be
No.
Why is it an interpretation? Why isn't
because
this word
the
means this
scriptures
word?
haven't changed, but that Arlie may hear it delivered differently. Like, everything
Differently,
that Olu
right.
said was not for me. A lot
Right.
of what he said was, but I get to take that and do my own work. I'm
Yeah.
very passionate about this
See-
because I don't believe in lack. I don't believe that we should be broke, and I will never ever
So-
be broke.
So
Have
I
a good
ju-
night.
I don't
just
think we're saying broke.
But
I think we're just
you're
saying
not the
it doesn't.
preacher.
If I want to drive,
I mean, are you in the Levite tribe? Like there's a
the
certain
preacher is
bloodline
not
you're
above
supposed to
me.
come up under to
Preacher is
even
not
be a
above me.
preacher.
Nobody
So, I mean,
over
everything
here.
is just
Okay. We gotta go.
changed.
Thank y'all. This
Right.
is great. Let's
Yeah,
get
this
back
will
to
be a part of our pop-up. We're gonna have a great conversation. Oh, we're gonna have a good pop-up conversation about this because it is important. I think people get confused on how, and not confused. I just think people have different opinions. And people in the church, when you like, they used to complain about Creflo Dollar because he was flying places on his jet, and he was gonna get a jet like Copeland, and they were not happy about it.
Yeah,
but
Creflo Dollar should not have a private plane. No.
so but why? Well, then you let what's his face Kraft have a private plane? Is it because it's a job he has, or
Because
Right,
Bob Kraft
right.
does not lead a congregation of people. Bob Kraft is not responsible for helping the community. They're two different
aren't
people.
we all?
we-
But we're
we
all
grew-
servants.
we grew up-
We're all
servants.
servants.
We're all
We're all supposed to be
servants.
servants. We're all
Last thing
supposed to be servants, man.
Last thing I'm gonna say on this, man, is I think that we live in Atlanta and mega churches are a part of life in the last 15, 20 years with Creflo Dollar and all of these other preachers, Eddie Long and all of this, that, and all of the opulence. I keep using that word. Sir, we were raised up in the country.
Mhm.
We had preachers that had real jobs. They did this on the side. They did
They
this
also
because it
only
was
had
in
a-
their heart.
They also only had
They
100
didn't
members.
live off of a church salary.
And if they could get 1,000 members, they would want 1,000 members. But they all had little churches in their little communities where everybody grew up and went to churches that had been established for hundreds of years.
That's
so
not true.
we-
Every preacher wants to grow his congregation. That's not
That's
true.
what he's saying.
you're not listening, Doug. You're
That's
not
what he
listening,
said.
but it's
If he
okay.
could have 1,000 members, he'd want 1,000. We just didn't have the
Right.
capacity for that.
So now
My
we're
little
mad
church-
at this guy because he's got 10,000 members. No, I'm not mad at him for having 10,000 members.
If he's
and if you
stealing
got
money,
10,000
we got an
members
issue.
that's tithing with all of their money, then his bank account is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's.
All
It is what it is.
All right. Arlie, thank you so much.
Outstanding job,
Hey,
Arlie.
love
Thank you.
someone and let someone love you. Have a great week, Stewies.
Wonderful job, Arlie. We see
Well,
you
we-
on Thursday.
When we get back from the break, man, we got a top five. The top five is top 5 episodes of Sanford and Son.
You know what's funny, man? Did
What?
you watch these this past weekend?
Yeah, they had a what do they call it when they run
Marathon.
over a marathon. They had
Yeah.
a marathon this weekend. That's where the question comes from. Your top 5 Sanford and Son episodes.
I really
Great.
enjoyed that, man. It was really great.
Okay, so we'll get into it when we get back. Don't go away too loud, Stews.
Southern Edge. Shouts out to the good folks from Southern Edge, www.southernedgebeverage.co.com. The Two Last Tuesdays experience fueled by Southern Edge.
While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway. Ooh, Mary, baby, I asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say. Trust me, boo, I would never. Now I'm very solitary, confined. I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time. Dealing with time. Yo. Now I'm in love with this girl, and I never really told her, but I swear she know it cause of the way that I hold her. Don't care that I'm out in the street stuck in the heat, cause she know the more I eat, then the more we meet, then the more I'm having sex with her. It's just the way she smells, her body aroma, I gotta be next to her. With money in my pockets, then I gotta be vexed with her. Mad when I can't touch, mad when I can't nut, but no matter what, that's my shorty. She been there before the yak, the crack, the jacks in the 40s. Love the fact I'm on wax, and they always recording me. She say she want me richer than Barry Gordy, always with other dudes, so she don't mind when I cheat. Just make sure I wrap it up when I'm tapping them freaks. We went from hours to days, from days to weeks. Now I'm in love with this broad till I'm eternally sleep. While you burning up, I feel the breeze up the freeway. Ooh, Mary, baby, I asked her, could I hit? There was nothing she could say. Trust me, baby, I would never. Now I'm very solitary, confined. I find myself dealing with time. Now that she's dealing with time. Dealing with time. Let me get one more hit. Ooh, Mary, baby, I need you. No matter how rough it get, I can never leave you. Our bond is real strong, like Freeway and Seagull. Even though just knowing you makes me illegal. And it ain't an age thing, dog, she older than me. She got some people calm, some colder than me. Got some people rich and others owing they peeps. And she real flammable, like oils and grease. Since I've been with her, dog, she done changed my life. Turned my lips the same color like white and rice. Let me know who is real and who real tripe. Can't front though, she done made me nice on the mic. It's like the more I write, the more I recite, the more I spit. She keep dudes saying I'm tight, bro.
Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews experience. Beautiful Monday morning, man. Shouts out to the good folks from Southern Edge, because the Two Live Stews experience is fueled and powered by the good folks from Southern Edge. That Southern Edge SE Limon Tequila is on the way. Boy, I can't wait for y'all to taste it. We went down to Tampa last week and made sure that thing was situated and that thing was right. And when it gets in that bottle and on them shelves, ooh-wee, that tequila is on the way.
So man, this top five right here is just, this was too hard.
It was
and
fun.
I mean, there's so many great episodes of Sanford and Son. It's hard to just pick five. So kind of keep that in mind. We couldn't pick 10 for each position for each spot in the top five.
Right.
All right. Right now, as far as the competitions between the stews and the top fives, I am up 13 to 6. I am up 13 to 6. Okay, 13 victories to 6 losses, or Ryan gets 6 victories to my 13 wins, whatever way you want to look at it. Okay, so because I'm the champ, I want you to go first, man. Give your top 5 episodes of Sanford and Son in order,
man. Number 1, man, I'm calling it. No, I'm sorry, not number 1. Number 5.
Right.
Okay. Sanford and Son, the suitcase situation. Back in the day, Lamont ran across this old suitcase and decided that it could be worth something. He gets it back to the house. It's full of money, and Lamont wants to take it back. And Fred's like, no, hell no. A lot of my favorite episodes have things to do about them trying to come up, because them cats was hustlers, man. So that's number 5.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4, man. The card sharks. Okay. I didn't know that they were called sharps, but I always said card sharks. Fred gets a surprise one night when Lamont announces he's going to play some poker with some friends.
It is sharks. It is card sharks.
Okay. Well, I saw people saying sharps.
Okay.
When I was looking at. Okay. Anyway,
we know what you mean. We know the episode.
Yeah. So Fred gets jazzed up, man, and takes control of the poker game. It's absolutely hilarious. Again, here they are trying to hustle for some money. Number 3, the Puerto Ricans are coming, man.
The Puerto Ricans.
Fred gets a new neighbor next door and is shocked to learn that they're Puerto Rican, and they're starting to plan and create their own junk business, man. Fred gets upset about that, doesn't like the competition, and contrives a plan to get them off their game, calling the people from the city to come say they're not up to code and all kind of stuff, man. So the Puerto Ricans are coming. Number 2, the party crasher. Lamont and Rollo was planning on having a party, okay?
With some girls from Detroit.
Some girls from the D. The girls from the D know how to party. Trust me, I'm telling you from experience. No disrespect, Tree. Anyway, man, Fred crashes the party, ends up taking the women. It was absolutely hilarious.
Right.
And number one, man, Lamont, is that you? Fred's best friend, not Grady. Which one?
of
Bubba. Fred's best friend, Bubba,
Uh-huh.
was walking down the street, and Rollo and Lamont accidentally went in this bar that they didn't know was a gay club.
Right.
So Bubba saw them going to the gay club and lost his mind.
And they passed. It's my spreading the word about Lamont being gay.
Right. A great episode. That
Right.
was my number one episode, man. And that's my list.
Hey, listen, man. Once again, your list is great
Yeah.
because there's so many great episodes of the Great Sanford Son.
Man,
But
I
you
must
have
looked at 100
Go ahead.
episodes yesterday, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you have no shot to win this category
Okay.
because I am a Sanford and Son enthusiast. Okay, you have no shot to win this particular poll. Tree, show the top five. Coming in at number 5, a
Lena
visit
Horne.
from Lena Horne. I saw this episode this weekend, and what was so funny, if you don't know the episode, Fred and Lamont went to NBC or something, and Fred ended up in Lena Horne's dressing room, and he got Lena Horne to come to the house, and he bet the fellas all $15 that Lena Horne was coming to see him. Which a side interesting fact about this episode, the great James Evan, aka John Amos, appeared as one of Fred's friends in this episode. And it was a funny episode. That's coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, Lamont Goes to Court. This episode was hilarious. Lamont got framed for a bad speeding ticket or something, and Fred came in effect, became his lawyer. And this is where he uttered the famous line, there's enough niggas in here to play a Tarzan movie. To make a Tarzan movie. So coming in at number 4, Lamont Goes to Court. Number 3, we both agree, the Card Shock episode, okay? Funny thing about that is Roger's daddy. They always had, there wasn't that many great actors, I guess, that got jobs back then. So they always played in different shows, different episodes or whatever.
There were great actors, but they just didn't get a lot of opportunities. And this is just one platform, so they couldn't. He couldn't have 100 different actors.
So just like John Amos, aka James from Good Times, appeared in an episode I mentioned, Roger's daddy from What's Happening appeared in this, and he kept calling Lamont something different. And the last thing he called her, he reached out. He said at the very last thing when they were leaving after Fred took all of their money, all right, see you later. See you later, Larry. Or see you later, Lamont, or something like that. So real crazy. Coming in at number 2, the Big Money Grip episode. You had that at number 1?
No, I didn't have that on the list at all.
Oh, you didn't have the Big Money Grip episode?
I did not have Big Money Grip.
Right there.
Sure, Doug. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So Big Money Grip. Fred's old friend from St. Louis comes to town, and he has some big news. Lamont is his son. But we find out actually that he didn't have relations with Elizabeth. He actually had relations with Esther, Elizabeth's sister. Okay. The Big Money Grip episode comes in at number 2. And the number 1 episode,
Blind Mellow Jelly. I thought about that one too, man.
I want my daddy's records back. The Blind Mellow Jelly episode where Fred mistakenly sells some very expensive records, albums in the junk store, and they realize that they try to go back to the pawn shop and get their records back, and allegedly Bubba's daddy was Blind Mellow Jelly. And y'all know the episode, so that's my top 5. Top 5, a visit from Lena Horne, Lamont Goes to Court, Fred the Card Shark, Big Money Grip in number 2, and the number 1 episode, the Blind Mellow Jelly.
That was fun.
Episode.
That was fun.
So we'll get this top 5 up in the next hour or so.
That was fun.
Y'all can vote and give us your thoughts on it.
That was fun, man. That was really good TV back in the day, man. I'm gonna read a couple of chats to you guys real quick, man. Loose Neck 3 Stacks was hanging around Dr. Lee from Drumline too much. As a former HBCU marching band member, I have no problems with 3 Stacks and his flute. Appreciate that, Loose Neck. Welcome to Hollywood. I don't eat pork or beef, and hot dogs made me sick when I was little. So I have to butterfly chicken sausage and burn it. Okay, chicken sausage is good. I mentioned that also. It's tough on people that don't eat beef or pork when you go to a cookout.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really not fun. You know, no barbecue ribs. You get to do barbecue chicken. You know, that's a good thing. James Cooper, Memorial Day is to honor those who died. Veterans Day is designed to honor those who served, but it's all good. Yes, James, it is all good. And on Veterans Day, as well as Memorial Day, I always say a prayer and give a shout out to those that served, as well as those that are still serving. I think I can do both, and I appreciate you for allowing me to do that. Jungle Brother also said, Kyrie was able to hit that last shot because LeBron was triple teamed. Tell the whole story. Very true, Jungle Brother. I got to let you comment on that, Doug. I got to let you comment. But he's very true. I mean, there were 3 people on LeBron that allowed Kyrie to be that wide open to hit that shot.
So an opportunity that we give Kyrie Irving some love, we use that opportunity also to take some of it away from him to give more to LeBron.
It's the fact.
I wasn't talking about LeBron. I was talking about the great thing Kyrie did in that series, the game-winning jumper he hit at the end. I mean, but we got to give LeBron more love. Okay, man.
Sid Martin says, wait, the Stews are back. Doug already talked about that one. We back, Sid. Please pass the word, man. We'll remind all y'all again. First of all, thank y'all for hanging out with the Stews on a Memorial Day morning. This is awesome. We really appreciate it.
This weather, it looks like, man. Knock a wood.
It's past already because it hadn't come here yet.
Oh, my gosh. It's crazy.
I don't think it's even raining here yet. Loose neck side. Jason Kidd sees exactly what Luka and Kyrie sees, and they know exactly how to attack defenses. I thought yes, Jason Kidd's a great coach, and I think that this year might be their year. I don't think Boston has the manpower to beat Dallas if they get into the finals. Ryan making a whole lot of sense right now, but let's talk about the Chicago Sky a little bit too. I agree when it comes to Indiana and the Chicago Sky. I'm very excited. Go ahead, sir.
Thinking of that, what you're saying right now, did you see the game or did you see the clip where Angel Reese got basically clothesline in midair, landed on her neck?
Yes.
And at the end of the game in the press conference, the post-game press conference, she didn't cry. Like everybody wants you to cry for what's going on with Caitlin Clark. She basically said, listen, she said the exact same thing. And I think Angel Reese be throwing shots subliminally. She said the same exact thing that I said, and I don't know if you saw the video, our girl Elle Duncan said, like, why should we kiss Caitlin Clark's ass? That's the whole premise. These players are professionals. So long story short, Angel Reese was like, I'm a rookie. This is what's supposed to happen to rookies. We're not supposed to get it easy. Nobody's supposed to give us anything.
But you want Caitlin Clark to get it easy. You think Caitlin Clark should have it all together. You're willing to give allowances to Angel Reese for saying that, but you don't want that to be the reality of Caitlin Clark. Come on, I'm very glad you just said that, Doug.
What are you talking about?
You said it to yourself. You're holding Caitlin Clark at a higher standard than you're holding Angel Reese. Clearly, because of the comments you just made, not me, sir.
Okay, man. Okay.
Yeah.
You got more chat you want to read, man?
Also, and when it comes to Angel Reese not crying, don't forget, we did a whole show on her crying a couple weeks ago, but she wasn't a pro yet. She was in college. I guess that makes a difference, too. We see what's going on with you, Doug. Good morning, y'all. That's good. Shouts out to my man, Jeff Fox, down in Miami. We appreciate you for waking up and hanging out with us, Jeff Fox.
What up, Jeff?
Let's see. Loose neck, Ollie Glasses, arm in a sling, and Carlton McAfee. Much love from Detroit. It's always great to see/hear the Stews. Carlton, let all the homies in the D know the Stews are back, man. We really appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna really need you to unstar these comments after you read them, because now I don't know which ones that you read and you didn't read. You didn't.
Well, I unstarred everyone that I read.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Everyone I read, I unstarred.
From the one Mr. Ham, he says, the hell with Pastor Brian. He's a cult of personality and don't want to be held accountable for that club party he did on New Year's. Damn. From that ninja, just to clarity, did you say everybody's going to interpret the word differently? I think that's the problem. Something that's important should be clear cut, not up for everybody to decide how they feel. That's from that ninja.
But we're all different. We all have different fingerprints.
Yeah, but the word is the word. The word doesn't change the meaning.
Hold on. Okay. What you hear and what you see, other people more than likely, because they're different than you, hear it and see it differently.
Yeah, but
hold on, please. If you look into the sky and see a cloud that looks like a tree, and I say the cloud looks like a bike, you can't tell me it's a tree, not a bike.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. That's the craziest thing you've ever said in your life. We're talking about the Bible.
It's the truth.
Okay.
It's the truth. We interpret words differently. We hear words differently.
Right.
They mean different things to us.
And that's the point that ninja is making.
Right.
Okay.
But that ninja's wrong.
Okay. All right. From RC, the episode where Rolona from Good Times was on there was good too. She needed her tail light fixed, and Fred said, "You better get it fixed because they deaf on a ninja with one light." It's crazy also how this show was in the mid-70s, that all of the issues that they had and the whole thing with Lamont going to court has really carried over till today.
Yes, right.
Like the issues that they had with the police back then are the same issues we still have with the police today.
It's crazy, man.
Getting a bad deal.
Well, and like when I mentioned the Puerto Ricans moving next door, gentrification, people moving into your city, into your neighborhood, it's all relevant still today.
From RC, let me say this: regardless of what Kyrie does in these finals, I bet they give the MVP to Luka. They or the powers that be still despise Kyrie. That's something else we haven't gotten into a lot. Kyrie was the most hated man by the media in basketball for his stance about, this country and how it treats black people and all the different things that were said and Kyrie's interpretation of.
And don't forget COVID. The whole I'm not testing. I shouldn't have to test. I want to be with the team. I can't. I don't want to get vaccinated. All of that. That the media made that a big deal also.
And also, don't forget, when he first got there, they struggled. And everybody was like, why? He struggled because they had just got together and they were figuring out how to play with each other.
Exactly right.
But at the end of the day, Kyrie is I said earlier, one of the most talented basketball players we have ever seen. He can do everything.
My question to you is this, because the first question you asked, you didn't give me a chance to answer it. You said if the Mavs win the finals, are they going to give it to Luka? My question to you is, if they give it to Luka, would you be discouraged? Would you be upset? Would he not deserve it if he gets it?
I mean, it's probably a coin toss right now. I wouldn't be mad. Just like I wasn't mad, and I know what you're saying. You're saying because Kyrie's the black player and Luka's the white player.
No, that's what the person in the text is insinuating. Right. But that's why I asked you, if it was given to Luka, how would you feel? Not the person in the text. You.
Just like Joker getting it over Embiid or whatever. As much as people want to say that I try to make a lot of things about race, that's not the case. It's just that I try to support my people because we get screwed so much on the other side.
Can you answer the damn question?
That being said, I wouldn't have a problem at all if Luka were to get it, because it's kind of like it's one, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Just like I wasn't really technically mad when Joker won it this year because he's unstoppable.
He's unstoppable.
I mean, I really can't argue. He's unstoppable. Luka's pretty much unstoppable. And they've been calling Luka. Luka was there before Kyrie got there, so they're going to say it's his team.
His team.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. Also, man, they've got two totally different style games. And you and I, or people that look like us, we tend to lean on the side of Kyrie's game. Getting to the cup, got a three-pointer, dishing the ball, behind the back passes, splitting defenders. And Luka's game is much more methodical. It's a slower game. He's going to jab you down, get you down, big old body, slow motion player, step back, you can't stop it. Yeah.
Now, hold on.
It's different games.
And you're watching Two Live Stews Experience. I think Kyrie Irving's a better basketball player than Luka.
I agree.
Now,
I agree.
But per the situation, Luka has been there as his team, quote unquote, his team, and he's phenomenally skilled as well. I don't have a problem with them getting it, but don't let anybody twist the truth. Kyrie Irving was born to play basketball. You know who's born to play basketball? Two people I've always said that. Kyrie Irving is born. Say it again.
LeBron James and Kyrie Irving.
Oh, no. I think LeBron's game is kind of manufactured because of the way and him coming up in the AAU system. I think I think Kevin
Are you
Durant
crazy, man? Did you just say that?
I think Kevin Durant was born. He is a natural basketball player. Kevin Durant was born. He was put on this earth to play basketball. Okay, and once again, you're talking about something different, and it's apples to oranges. You're talking something different than the point I'm trying to make. Natural basketball players, like they really didn't grow up in the AAUs. They can go to the playground and play with the old men, and that's Kyrie and that's Kevin Durant.
Okay,
LeBron was busting pros ass when he was in the 10th grade. Okay. I mean, how much more natural you want it to be?
Well, I mean, I think we're talking about two different things, but okay, that's fine, Naughty.
What you mean? He came out of high school and dominated the league. He already had a grown man body, the grown man game. I don't understand. He took his team to the finals at 22 years old.
Even though he's a great Laker, Naughty, Doug just is not he's not a fan of LeBron. He has a hard time supporting anything LeBron James.
Hey, LeBron James is a great basketball player. I think we're arguing about two different things.
No, you say his game was
not only are we arguing about two different not only are we arguing about two different things. Not only are we arguing about two different things, but you and Ryan are LeBron fans. So you're going to be slanted in your opinions of anything about LeBron or not.
You're a LeBron hater.
Okay.
Why? We appreciate you, Naughty. Hey,
thanks,
as a matter of fact, keep it, Naughty. Are we doing another segment, man? Or we gonna end this thing here?
No, I think we gotta get the hell out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you back up in a second, Naughty. You want to finish with the text messages, Doug, before we move on, man?
From Andre Alexander, Ryan, did you finally get that $800,000 from Detroit? That's a long storyline from this show. Ryan allegedly is owed some money by the Detroit Lions. You ain't never getting no damn money back from no Detroit. They give you $80. They might give you $80. They ain't give you no $800,000. You crazy?
I'm not even holding out hopes to get that money. It's okay, man.
Can you give a little bit more?
I would rather not.
Okay. All right. I mean, just some of the things you say are just kind of outlandish. Like the other day, you said you were receiving basketball scholarship offers, and I had never heard that before.
Right.
In 30-something years, I'd never heard that before.
Right.
Why did the Lions owe you $800,000? Just the people want to know. That's why they put it in the chat.
When you get 3 basketball scholarship offers to D3 or D2 schools versus 117 scholarship offers from D1 football schools, why would I be talking to you about the 3 basketball scholarships?
What I'm saying, and you're listening to the Two Live Student Spirit, what I'm saying is in 1992, when you came out of high school, you never once called me and said, hey, man, guess what? Presbyterian offered me a basketball scholarship. I'm not going to take it.
I had 117 letters on the wall in the bedroom that we once shared. 117 letters.
No, but why didn't you just mention this to me 30 years ago?
I didn't put any of the basketball ones up. And what you try to do is you try to dumb down or you try to low-key belittle.
No, you brought this up last week, and I'm just following up. This is a follow-up question.
Real quick. You try to dumb down and or belittle my sports accolades because they're greater than yours. You try to bring mine down to your level. But, I try to ignore it. But since you bring this back up, man.
That's not the case.
It's okay, man. It's okay, man. Oh, I was faster than you. No, you don't have the low country Berkeley County record in track for the 100. I do. That's me. And you didn't even run track. Oh, my bad. And when it comes to basketball, I don't have – I got scholarship offers. You got – how come I didn't get scholarship offers? You didn't even play on the basketball team, so that's why. I mean, look, man, I don't want to do this, but you got to stop it, man. And then when I come back at you with this, the people look at the chat room. Look at the chat room. They're making me the bad guy. I'm the bad guy now. Okay, you're better than this, man.
I just asked a question. Why'd you get defensive? I just asked you a question.
Yeah, just got defensive. It was low key slander, man. It was low key.
It was. Why are you getting defensive? I asked you a simple question. Why didn't you give me a call and tell me that you received a basketball scholarship?
I let it in 3 sports, man.
You just forgot to tell me?
I let it in 3 sports, man. I didn't even have space to put one of my letters on my jacket.
From Jungle Brothers.
I had patches.
Let's just move on.
I had patches all over my sleeves and all state, all conference, blue chip, all American, all on my sleeve. My jacket, I still have it. It was well decorated, man. It was well decorated. My jacket was.
You should have got a patch in your jacket that says received a basketball scholarship offer from Mars Hill.
Is Mars Hill a school?
Mars Hill is a school. We played them. They're in North Carolina, I believe.
Mars Hill is what? A D what school?
1AA or NAIA. We played them at Newberry. We played them.
Right. I know you played them in Newberry, man.
Yeah.
And when and what I told you was the 3 scholarship offers that I had was from smaller schools such as Newberry. Okay. Yeah. Now Newberry wasn't one of the schools, but in that conference, those schools, yes. Those were the schools that wanted my talents. And maybe real quick, man, because I was such a highly sought out athlete, maybe those schools said, if we offer him a basketball scholarship, maybe he'll love basketball to the point where we'll get him on campus for that, and we'll also get him to play for our football team. That could have been it.
You're right.
That could have been it. I don't know, but facts are, man, your boy was a baller back in the day, and it is what it is. People wanted my services.
Right. Jungle Brother, nobody mentioning Ant-Man getting fatigued trying to guard Kyrie. Only after they put McDaniel on him did Ant-Man get his offensive rhythm back. That was a bad idea from the very beginning.
I'm very glad. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Ant-Man legs aren't sustaining or haven't been able to sustain. Kyrie, who's 10 years older, is doing just fine out there. Okay.
10. So, got to be more than 10.
Okay, maybe more than 10. Mm-hmm. But it's a significant difference for Kyrie to still have his legs at the end of the game, and for Ant-Man not. Why is he so tired?
Mm-hmm.
Is he in them streets?
I hope not, man. And I still believe Anthony Edwards is the future, but man, he has really lost a little bit of shine over the last couple of games. These last 3 games.
It's been a great year for him, man. But he's hit a wall.
It's
expected because just like
now, need we remind people that MJ, who he's been compared to, Anthony Edwards has been compared to over the last month or so. It took them 7 years to win their first ring.
Yep.
It took Jordan 7 years to win his first championship. People forget that. So they had struggles. So this is kind of how it works. Mm-hmm. But man, you couldn't tell me in a million years before game 1 that the Minnesota Timberwolves would be down 0-3 in this series. I would never have believed that.
Why do they have struggles, man?
Because they're young.
Like Caitlin Clark, right? She's young when she gets to this. So they're going to have struggles. I really appreciate today how you continue to reinforce what I've been telling people about Caitlin Clark. She's young. They're going to have struggles. That's just part of it. Thank you, Doug.
Right. From RC, let me say this. Regardless of what Kyrie does in the finals, I bet they'll give the MVP to Luka. We already read that one. From Cornell Thale, that's why I stopped going to church. The more I studied the Bible, the more I saw the modern day church was full of ish.
I get it, man. I understand.
From Tony Supreme, pastors claim to be I lost it, darn. There we go. Pastors claim to be the direct mouthpiece of the Lord, so they should set the, and I guess he emphasized the, meaning there's no other, it's only one, the example of goodwill. Yeah, I just don't, and we don't have to get back into this.
So Pastor Bryant can't set an example of goodwill because he may drive an expensive car. I don't know what he drives, but he can't set an example of goodwill because he wants to be in a luxury vehicle. I disagree.
I'm not going to even try to make the point I was about to make because it's just rehashing.
Yep.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I just disagree. That's all.
From Griff, a top 5 Sanford & Son has got to be the 2 Caskets episode, or at least an honorable mention. Absolutely. Once again, there's just too many great episodes to even name, and obviously we can't get everyone in the top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, man, I sent you a text about 15 minutes ago saying Tree going to charge us triple time for this show.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wow, the gratitude is just flowing today.
Tree, I think he's just playing. He's just
no. The way that Ryan wants me to make my no a no. Okay. As a Pisces, we over explain. So he'll be like, Tree, do you want to do ... And then I'll be like, well, I have tickets to ... Tree, don't explain. Just say no. And then punished. I expect to fully be punished this weekend at Searsuckers. He might not even talk to me. I don't know. He's gonna maybe does. I don't know you.
I've never talked to her like that. I've never talked to her like that ever.
I've never
done it.
Tree, I'm trying to teach you how to make your no a no. You are inspiring me, except I can't use it on you.
Hey, thanks, Tree. Appreciate it.
Why she got the AI sleeve on unless she's going to go hoop? Hey, Arlie.
What did you just say?
Why Tree got the AI sleeve on like she's going to run and shoot when she get done with the show?
Run and shoot ain't been over for 20 years, man.
I didn't know that.
Run and shoot ain't been over for 20 years, man.
Man. She twisted her arm. It does look like AI sleeve he used to wear.
The first thing I noticed this morning when Tree came in, I was like, oh, she's going to hoop after the show.
And she just came from the gym already, though. Lifting weights.
She's getting exercise in today, man.
Oh, boy,
hey, man, thank you for going long, man. When we got more time to do stuff, we can get into things a little bit more detail, man, and get into a few more topics. I would like to bring to the table before we get out of here today, we got to find a way to make one segment, just a segment like we had earlier, talking about these mega pastors and preachers, man. That was very entertaining, and folks clearly like that in the chat room.
Yeah.
Outstanding job, Ollie.
All I'm saying, man, is $1,000 could feed a lot of people, a lot of homeless people that are hungry for a couple of days, a couple of weeks.
Right.
As opposed to you putting that money into a Maybach.
So
all I'm
saying
is if you can feed one person, wouldn't you want to do it if you a pastor, if you a man of the Lord? Shouldn't you?
What if
responsibility?
What if every 1,000 he spends on himself, he spends 10,000 on the people? What if that's the case? You have no idea.
1,000 more would be better. 10,000 is good, but 11,000 is better. 11,000 means more people.
Then how much is too much and how much is not enough? You don't get to determine that for another man, is my point. Okay. You just don't. No one does that for you.
Okay.
We don't tell you what you can spend your money on and how much you can spend it on, man. We just don't do that.
I'm not a man of the Lord.
Wonderful job, Tree. Thank you, Tree. Outstanding job. And Tree, thank you for getting up on a Memorial Day morning to work. Arlie, outstanding job. Great report. Well done. Thank you for staying in the chat and talking to the folks.
I don't have a congregation that looks to me for guidance in their spiritual word.
Shouts out to the Dread, James.
I'm just normal everyday Dougie.
Right. And look, man, outstanding list today for Fred Sanford.
You got no shot in that. You got zero shot in that.
Oh, no. I think the people are going to side with me, but I'm giving you an A+ today.
Okay, you get an A+ too, and this is your list, and this is my list. We'll see.
Yep.
I think the spread on this one is going to be the biggest number we've ever seen. I'm predicting 7-3, 70% to 30%.
Shouts out to the good folks from Southern Edge for fueling and empowering this show. Dr. Scott, we appreciate you. Edge. As hypocritical as Dr. Scott is, we do appreciate him.
Why you say man's hypocritical?
Man got his feet done this past weekend. After that huge tirade, Mr. Metrosexual calling me a Mitch and all stuff like that. That man got his feet done this past weekend with his family.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. I'm glad you said that. He was with his family. He was pampering his daughters. He has all daughters and a wife, and he was pampering them. That's different than metrosexual behavior.
There's been several times I've pampered Morgan and JP, taking them to the nail salon, and I stood on the side.
Well, we weren't talking. We talking about you just showing up to get your nails done. That's what we were talking about.
He got his freaking feet done, man. So, but you just chastised me for getting my feet done, and you got your feet done 2 days later? That's a hypocrite.
That's
hypocritical, man. Oh, he's with his family. So what? It's okay for you to get your nails done with your family, but you can't get your nails done by yourself. I never done that. I never done that. But you send a picture of you getting your feet done. Oh, I was just getting my feet washed like Jesus. The audacity of you.
James Cooper said you got a basketball scholarship from a trade school. You got a basketball scholarship from Trident Tech.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. Their courage echoes through time. Very thankful for all those that have served and for those that are still serving. Y'all enjoy your Memorial Day, man.
Oh,
Peace
man.
and love.
Peace. Peace. Y'all funny. This is hilarious.